What is up, guys? Welcome to day 4 in the challenge, where I show you guys exactly everything I did to take a store from $0 to $70,000 in around 25 days and take the store to $0 to $47,000 in around 17 days. So right now, guys, we're in day 4, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to get your first sale with influencer marketing. And there's a lot of things that you guys need to learn with influencer marketing, and most of the things that you learn on YouTube is pure BS. It usually doesn't end up in sales. And today we're going to teach you guys the real tips, real strategies, and hopefully, I don't know if by the end of this video, I might even get a sale, I might even get some traffic, I might even get a real influencer to, promote my product. So for example, guys, we have this brand which I showed in a case study. As you guys can see here, this is an example of a very good brand. And once we're building these stores, I taught you guys in the first 3 videos to not only just create a Shopify store, but create a real brand. But as you can see here, this is a one product store, and one product stores do really, really well. But if you guys want to test different products at the same time, what you could actually do is I'll teach you how to set up just basically collections and products. So it's very simple to have a good looking store. We have it right here, right? We bought a theme. I suggest you guys buy a theme as well. That's why the store looks so great. But what's very important is that you have more stuff here. You add more stuff. So to have a one product store, you sometimes want to just send them over straight to the home page, because there's obviously one product and we'll get so confused. Sometimes you want to send them over straight to this product page, and that's what we're doing. So that's why we don't need more than one product. But just to warn you guys, if you want more products, you got to create them right here. You got to create more collections, and if you want to test different products at the same time. But today, it's all about influencer marketing, and I'll teach you guys the first thing you need to do, to reach out to these influencers, how to create real connections, and how to actually start getting sales. So first thing we got to do is create an ad or find an ad. So we're going to go into facebook.com, and on Facebook, what we're going to do actually is, we have some good 2 minutes ago, we had Marty Vidal. He talked with one of our mentors and we learned about audience insights. That's pretty awesome. But today what we're going to search for is white bunny lamps. We want to find ads which are, selling white bunny lamps. So first off, we're going to look for videos. And I really doubt we're going to find any videos. So in that case, guys, the first thing you need to do, and with influencer marketing, this works really, really well. What you want to do is actually go to canva.com and create an ad yourself. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to take this best photo. We're going to save it as bunny. We're going to head into canva.com. If you don't have an account, I really suggest you sign up. It makes it very easy for you to create good ads, right? And with influencer marketing, it's not really about the video ad, it's not really about the ad, but more it's about shipping your products over to your influencers. And that's the difference between dropshipping and a real brand. So right now we're going to create a real ad. We're also going to create an actual logo, and I'll explain to you guys why that's needed. And basically, you don't need to be a crazy Photoshop expert. All you need to have is, a Canva account and just some creativity. So right now we're going to actually create the logo first. See, they already give you awesome examples which you could just take and copy for yourself. Since we're a home decor niche, what we're going to do is, let's look. I like some of these. This one looks cool. Right, I like it how it's white in the back. It looks a little French. It's gonna be Miracle. As you guys remember my store, boutiques. Oops, just make that a little bigger. And it's gonna be since 2001. Add some credibility. So within 2 seconds, I just created myself a logo. And once we go into the tips later in this video, I'll give you guys the scripts. I'll give you guys everything you need to do. One of them is that you must have a logo. And it's not important to have this logo on your store, right? But it's way more important to have this logo once you're reaching out to these influencers. So we're gonna download it. We're gonna save it as, okay, it's saved as Miracle Boutiques. So now we could just go back and now we'll create an ad. So we just wanna go into Instagram posts, or actually story. We wanna create a story. Because you see these dropshipping gurus teach you posts, and they teach you to create your own Instagram accounts. But usually with Instagram accounts, it's gonna take you a while to have an actual good looking account with actual engagement. So usually the accounts end up killing conversions. So with influencer marketing, I usually only do swipe ups, right? Through Instagram stories or through Instagram or through Snapchat even. But if you ever wanna, create a post ad, you're just gonna have to have the influencer put the link in the bio. And if the link is in the bio, you're probably gonna have to pay more. So just one tip, stick to influencer story shoutouts for Snapchat and Instagram. So we're gonna do an Instagram story. We're gonna create this ad right now. So we need an ad because obviously once these influencers start posting your stuff, they're not gonna just, post this one ad and expect good conversions. You're actually gonna have to ship this product, hopefully through Amazon if the product is on Amazon, but you're gonna have to actually ship the product over to your, sorry, you guys probably heard me pretty bad. You're probably gonna have to ship the product over to your influencers. And I don't teach you guys to search up for accounts like I Love Bunnies. Instead, I teach you guys to find real people who are gonna, use your products, and they have a loyal following behind them that are going to buy the products as well. So it's very important that you have an influencer ad, which is a story. So right now we're just going to quickly upload the bunny screenshot that we got. Pretty simple. You just got to drag it over here. So now this looks like something that half of it is filled up. The background, let's try to get it the same exact color. About. And then we're gonna have to add as a text, as a heading. Oops, it's right here. In white. Let's see what our deal is right on our page. Actually, on Shop Now, we're gonna link it straight to our product. That's a mistake that I made. So once we go to our navigation, one easy way you guys could do is, obviously, I already bought the domain. Never forget to do this. I just was planning on doing this right before I launched the influencer campaigns. But one important thing that you need to remember is that if you have a one product store, you don't want them to just see, a collection of just one store. So for Shop Now, we're gonna edit that and we're gonna link it straight to our product. So that's our white bunny lamp, because we have a one product store. Right? And one product stores work really well with influencers. So we're gonna see what type of deal we did. So we did a 75% off, if I could remember. Let's go on our phone. 716 times 0.25, 179. So basically we're at 75% off, and now we got to create this ad for 75% off. We're gonna say 75% off. And what you always want to do with influencers is create an affiliate link for them. So basically, the influencer just says something like, use my promo code. And we don't want to make it seem like we're using their Instagram account to post our stuff. Instead, the influencer supposed to this, and they're going to say, use my promo code, gives me bunny, something like that. Something that relates to the influencer. Obviously, we want to change up the coloring, make it look a little nicer. Use my promo code bunny, and now we go down here. I'm gonna say for 75% off. Obviously, with influencer marketing, you don't want to always have this crazy discount, but that's what we set our store to. So we have influencer mark, use the promo code BUNNY for 75% off. So this is a decent story ad, right? It gets to the point straight away, but it's very important that, you know, the influencer actually has a product and is talking about it. You're gonna have to give the influencer a script as well, but this is just gonna do something that's gonna diversify basically the types of conversions you're gonna get. People who just see the actual product, you know, in an ad, they're gonna swipe up, and then sometimes it's even better to just have the influencer start showing it off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna download this as well, right? And don't obviously send any ads to any influencers until basically, well, I add a heading. So this is good for a story, right? And basically, don't use any influence, don't send them any ads until you already have an agreement. So you now have an ad, right? You have your store, and now what's next, right? We created an ad through Canva, and there are three steps, three stuff that you guys got to keep in mind if you want to succeed with influencer marketing. One, you need to always negotiate prices, and I'll teach you guys how to do that. Two, you need to have a golden product. And three, always pay for less than 12 hours for a post, because you want to maximize your return on ad spend, right? Obviously, it's going to be more money for 24 hours to pay for the influencer to keep the stories up or keep the posts up. So it's very important, you know, to pay for less than 12 hours. And I've just split tested this before, and I've always had a much higher return on ad spend, where ROI, return on investment. So right now, guys, I'm gonna actually teach you influencer marketing first, and then after that, I'm gonna head inside my computer. I'm gonna head on my phone and actually reach out to some of these influencers, which I've already done before. I've been trying to grow the store with you guys, but we're gonna see if I get sales at the end. So here are some do's and don'ts of email and DM outreach. For DMs, never on DMs actually start asking influencers for a shout out right away, or start pitching them something like, oh, do you do shout outs? Instead, always ask for the email of their agency or the head of the affiliates that, you know, works for them, right? If it's a real influencer that can get you genuine results, they most likely are signed with an agency, and, you know, they're not going to rely, this is their entire profession, like these pretty girls on Instagram, for example. They're not going to rely on DMs for an actual profit. Instead, they're signed to agencies, and their agencies get them consistent work. Or they just have, you know, a person who takes care of all their affiliate marketing. So you want to reach out through DM and ask for this email. But if they already have an email, you know, attached on Instagram, you know, you could just click email this person, then even better, right? Before you send the email and before you start negotiating, it's very important that you have a professional logo, and we just created one, and it's gonna be at the top right away. So when you're sending an email to an influencer, you must have a professional logo. You must also have an address at the bottom of this email. So as you guys can see, my store is supposedly located in Los Angeles. It was created in 2015 in Los Angeles. It's the #1 source for all home decoration needs, right? And it's very important that you have some type of, you know, like Rodeo Drive address. Those little aspects have a huge effect whether someone's going to reply to your email or whether this influencer agency is actually going to start working with you. Then you must also have a G Suite email. You know, it's $10 to create. You just put you connect it to the domain that you buy, and now you have a G Suite email, which isn't like, you know, miracleboutiques@gmail.com. Instead, it's affiliates or sales at miracleboutiques.com. And again, that makes a huge difference in how this influencer agency or this head of affiliates, or even like the parents of a little girl who has hundreds of thousands of followers, whether they reply to your email and whether they want to start doing work with you. So it's very easy to buy G Suite email. Just Google G Suite emails, and you guys are going to be able to see a radical difference in the amount of sales you make. And then obviously you must talk professionally. So here are some key stuff that you could say to these influencers through email. You don't want to write an entire essay out. You want to start building some rapport. Of course, psychology is very important. protect my treasure. So like I said, it's very important that you build some rapport and you actually, start getting these people to view you as this entity that's done millions of dollars in sales, like this professional store, this professional brand. And of course, there's like hundreds of thousands of brands out there which are making millions of dollars, and these influencers love working with them. And then obviously every now and then they get these little DMs or emails from these drop shipping, little kids who are watching too many YouTube videos on, the wrong influencer marketing. And of course, the influencer agencies just filter those people out. So instead, you want to seem like an actual brand, like an actual teeth whitening kit or a fit tea reaching out to an influencer agency. So what you want to say is, again, you want to sound really professional. This is just a rough copy which I wrote out right before. And this is the email that I already sent to my influencers. And basically what I said is, we want to test your page and we would like to partner with you for our next launch. We've done over $2 million in the last 365 days through affiliate and influencer marketing. Again, there's no possible way for them to know this, but this can have a dramatic effect on whether these influencers actually work with you, because they don't know if these products work or not. They don't know if this is a successful store or not, whether you've made money before. So, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. So I would say we've done over $2 million in the last 365 days through affiliate and influencer marketing. And now the script is, for a lot of you guys beginners, a lot of you guys probably watching this don't have a huge budget. So unfortunately, I kind of made this more towards the people who want to negotiate down in price. You potentially, get a much lower price. But in reality, real influencers, they won't work with you if you lowball way too much, if you don't have a budget. We have access to influencers who've, like Conor McGregor, like Floyd Money Mayweather. We could pay for them, but of course they're not cheap. They're around $70,000. So again, you guys want to be a little negotiating, but again, you don't want to ruin the relationship with the influencer agency, and I'll explain to you guys why in a little. You got to say, we want to offer you a percentage bonus of sales from your page. If it goes well, we will continue to buy shoutouts every single week or keep the percentage bonus program going. And again, if it's a real influencer agency, they probably work with some real brands, and these brands, it's a good thing for you. These brands could have done, $1 million days, right? You could do in $1 million day with influencer marketing. And if they get a percent bonus, they're going to be really happy. But it's all about perception. If they view you as a kid, then it might not work out. But instead, if they view you as this entity, this brand that's done millions of dollars in sales, that's actually going to get them a little riled up. So you also got to say, this is stuff that you could use. This is an email that you send all together. If they give you a price, you could say, normally we only partner with influencers over 600,000 followers. If in the case they have 1 million followers, you say over 1,500,000 followers through our agency. You got to make it seem to them like you work with an agency, with a real influencer agency, because you guys need to understand that, again, real influencer marketing, it's not just real influencers waiting for DMs. Instead, there's an entire business behind it. There's agencies, there's affiliates that make millions of dollars off it. So you say that we partner only with influencers with this many followers through our agency, as if you already work with an agency, but only because your page looks like a winner, we would like to offer you a percentage of sales to promote or post, or become an affiliate of our new white bunny lamp brand. You want to also mention like micro brand. And this is definitely going to help in terms of negotiation, in terms of their perception of who you are. And then you say, we follow a very specific system, and we worked with this last page, a very famous influencer in the industry. And then you send them, for example, if you're in the baby niche, you send them like the most famous baby influencer. Or if you're in the fashion niche, you send them like the most famous fashion influencer. And like, this might be a little risky, because if you're talking to this influencer agency, they might have contact with that influencer, but most of the time it's 50-50. So most of the time they don't catch on. So you say, we send them X amount in bonuses after they posted our white bunny lamp. So again, it seems to them that you worked with this with this huge influencer before, and you've sent them huge amounts of bonuses, and that's exactly what they want. And you also, in the end, to build some credibility, all you got to say is, we have multiple Shopify macro brands, and we're looking to add you to our long-term influencer list. Because again, like most businessmen, they prefer to have a consistent revenue over a one-time big payment. So if they think that you're going to be buying from them shoutouts all the time, especially if it's an agency, if you're talking to an agency or an affiliate, like an influencer affiliate company, then they think that you're going to be buying over and over again for months, because a real influencer campaign isn't just I DM someone, they give me a shout out, and then what's next. In reality, with these influencer agencies, you create 30-day campaigns and you pay up front, obviously, but you list out on this day this influencer post, on this day this influencer post, on this influencer post, on this day and this day. So every single day you have sales, and it's very important. So if they think that you have a lot of different stores, a lot of different Shopify stores, you have a lot of different macro brands, and that this influencer or this agency is going to be part of your long-term influencer list, and you're already a great company that makes millions of dollars in sales, they're going to be very excited. And if there's one thing you could learn out of everything I just taught you, is that if through DM an influencer redirects you to an influencer agency, you got to always ask for their agency or for their head of affiliates or their business email. You got to do everything in your power to maintain a good relationship with that agency, because once you start generating income, you could invest into that agency, and that agency not only has access to hundreds of influencers, but they have access to the dashboards, right? They know which influencer does best for which niche, right? They have access to previous sales made with previous products. They're also, they have hundreds of influencers signed under that agency, and these influencers are waiting to get paid. So it's not easy being an influencer. It's not like you get thrown hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash for you to post something. In reality, these people are looking for work. So they have access to hundreds of influencers that might do it for cheaper. So that's the best tip I can give you guys. And I've already reached out to these influencers. I just want to see what happens. I'll be back in a little once we start getting traffic, and once one of these influencers, once one of this agency, I negotiate with them through email and I'm able to buy a shout out. Of course, right now I'm not going to buy a full blown out $30-day campaign with all the influencers, but I reached out to a bunch of influencers, and we're going to see what happens. What is up, guys? We are now in my phone, and I already taught you guys most of the basics on, basically influencer marketing, but it's very important that you guys learn how to actually find these influencers. So one thing you guys could do is, this is my store, which I've been checking out, is obviously Google Instagram influencers in the home decor niche. Very simple. Or you could just do in Instagram influencers home decor. Just simple like that. You're definitely gonna find. So top 10 home influencers. There's so many of these pages. You could find them on Instagram yourself, but let's check this one out. So this one, Jessan Kirby. Jessan Kirby might be a decent influencer. Of course, I only like working with real people. So this lady here is all about renovating homes. So she's in the home decor niche, right? But she's an actual lazy. And obviously she's an actual influencer, 144,000, right? So her email's already there. We could automatically send her an email. If it wasn't there, I would text her something like, hey, or like, hello, may I get the email of your influencer agency or head of affiliates? Or you could say of your influencer agency. If not, I would only say this if they don't have an email directly linked. If not, your affiliate, can I please get the of your email of the head of affiliates for your brand. All right, I've already reached out. I've done my outreach. And Instagram, you know, there's no point of actually creating an account, because if you create an account, you're gonna have to buy followers, you're gonna have to post a lot, buy likes, buy comments, and if they just check it out and it looks like a bad, you know, if it looks like a bad brand, then they're not gonna want to do business with you. So instead, I would actually DM these people from your own account. So may I please get the email of your influencer agency? If not, can I please get the email of your head of affiliates for your brand? Thank you very much and have a great day. So this is only if they didn't have an email, but since they have an email linked, all you have to do is just email them with the script that I gave, right? But obviously you prefer to find, camera died. But obviously you prefer to find influencers. To find the actual influencer agencies. So we found one influencer, Jessalyn Kirby, right? She has a blog. There's also My Texas House. My Texas House. Another home decor influencer. I could email the same thing. They have their email linked. Great, amazing, right? They have amazing engagement. It's an actual person. That's what I'm always looking for, because I want to send this product over to this influencer. I want to send over this product, and what the amazing thing is, they're gonna actually post on it on their story with their face and stuff. You see, they're doing a lot of influencer marketing, which is awesome. They probably are signed to an agency since they have a lot of, since they have a lot of followers.
The 3 paint color.
What a perfect home decor influencer. So the list goes on, right? And then obviously it's pretty simple to just go from there. Once you Google it, you could find this girl who is also doing home decor, and she has 250,000 followers. She has amazing engagement, as you can see here, posting amazing stuff. She's probably also doing some type of influencer marketing. Our favorite throw, only $25. She's probably working with an influencer agency as well. See, obviously once you find these influencers, we've already gone past the day for product research, but it's very important that you actually study these stores and, you know, improve your own. So look, these are awesome. Look how high quality this is. It's a great design. Oh no, this is just home sale designs, I think. But you know, there's a lot that you can learn from what they're actually promoting. Favorite throw, best candles, my shirt, and the list goes on. We could go to Randy Garrett. We could go to East Interior, or how do you spell that? Of course, from here you could find a bunch more influencers, right? Christy Wicks, she's in the home decor, home style. So there's no shortage, but what you got to do is make sure that it's very important that you actually find an influencer agency. It's very important that you find the head of affiliates and you sound professional like a real brand. So there's way more. There's so many different influencers that you could reach out to. If the first ones don't reply to you through email, of course you should create an email which basically, you know, you could send to everyone and you sound professional. You already invest into the G Suite, you already created your logo, and then once you negotiate, you send the product to them, which would take usually like a week or two, and I've already done that. But it's very important that once you send the product to them, they start posting it on their stories the same way they did basically over here. They start posting on their stories, they start talking about it, and then also they use the ad that you created on canva.com. And then it's just a direct swipe up. And most of these influencers also have a lot of different Snapchat. They also have a lot of different followers on Snapchat. So it's very important to also ask whether they could post it on Snapchat. And the sales on Snapchat might even be better. So there's millions of influencers that you could go through for home decor, right? Just by finding these influencers like this, right? The amazing part is that these people are all real, right? And you could start off with an influencer like this. You could email them, and there's a good chance they reply since it's only 50,000 followers, right? You could use the script I taught you. We only work with people with more than 600,000 followers, but we have an agency, but we might make an exception. So of course, this one is not promoting anything, but it has decent engagement. You should always check that. 103 comments, right? People tagging their homes, stuff like that. Want better homes. So thank you guys for watching. Let's see if we get our first sale. I've already sent over the product about 2 weeks ago because of course it took very long, as you guys saw, for me to release the 4th day of the challenge. If you still haven't watched the first 3 days, then go ahead and watch it. But as you guys know, it took me really long because I was waiting for the product to get shipped over to these influencers. So basically, the influencer campaign might get launched today. So I'll keep you guys updated. What's up, guys? So basically our influencer campaign just launched and we got our first sale. We have 9 visitors on the store. I paid around $400 for this campaign, and it's been literally, we got our first viewers like a couple minutes ago, and we're already at 60 sessions and 9 visitors. So I'm definitely sure that we're going to be able to at least triple our initial investment. And obviously with the product cost, we're going to be somewhere around 20 to 30% profit. But in just the first couple of minutes, we already got our first sale of $180. We got 1 order, we got 9 people visiting, we got 60 sessions. So as you guys saw, basically what I just taught you works. Of course, you got to reach out the professional way, implement all those tips, implement the scripts, and hopefully you guys see the same success as I did. If you still haven't liked, if you still haven't subscribed, make sure you do so below. But you guys saw basically the entire process of getting your first sale with influencer marketing. So thanks guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.